Test, test, test. That should be fine, hopefully. Hello! Welcome to the stream. Let's go to this scene. Yay! Very professional. Waiting for the Scott, because he said he's making food, and what's this? Okay, I don't care about that. Waiting for the Scott. He's making food, and he said he's almost done. So once he's done making the foods, we will begin more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. We're on the third game of the trilogy. And the next trial case, all that jazz is pretty funny and pretty great. So yeah, I'll be fine when we get there. Can't wait for Scott to hurry up with his food. Last time we had to prove the one guy, I don't even remember his name, the wimpy guy, that he wasn't a murderer, even though we proved that he wasn't the one who stole the urn thing. But even though he technically was, but he was technically made to by, like, blackmailed kind of by the Mr. Atme, who was the ace detective, but he's also the ace thief, yeah. Phantom thief person, yeah. But since we already won the case beforehand, we can't do, it's like double jeopardy. If he's proven innocent for a trial, they can't, like, put him on trial again for the same crime. So yeah, he got off scot-free. Woohoo! So that's great. Good for him. This next one is we get to see an older character, I think. Yeah, she was in the last game. Character from the last game that we kind of know, not really know that well, but we get to know her more this time around, so that's fun. Come on, Scott, hurry up. Hurry up. Scott's taking way too long. Getting impatient. Well, let me double check my settings for, like, Discord and shit while I'm waiting for the Scott to hurry up. Yeah, it's not. Okay, it's working. Yeah. Okay, cool. All that's good. You just wait for him to freaking finish his food. Not fair. Not okay. Yes, hurry up. I'm tired of waiting. Do. I don't know what to talk about now. Dang it, Scott. Why you do this to me? Trying to think about this case more. I don't really remember a lot of it, honestly. I think this is like the final trial before the final trial? It's the trial before the final trial stuff, I think. I could be wrong. But this one it's pretty crazy. Some mistaken identity, which is fun. And of course we see good old prosecutor Godot. I don't know. Penultimate trial? Yeah. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Let me mess with the chat box here, because I'm like, why does it look weird to me? It looks weird. Well, wait, why is it gotta work like this? I hate this. Why is it like this? Yeah, second to last trial. Why does the chat look like this? I don't like how this looks. Why is it like this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why? I hate this. Okay, hold the fuck on. Yeah. Yeah, ignore that. Although it is funny that, named Sniper King. That makes me think of, One Piece stuff. Oh. Okay, the Scott is ready. Let us get the Scott. Hello?
Hi.
Took you long enough.
I'm sorry, my oven is slow.
How dare you? Summon the Scott. I have summoned the Scott. Do not worry. I've summoned him. Okay. Now we get to play more Ace Attorney. Hooray!
We finished the last case before we started a new one, or are we in the middle?
Yes, we finished the last thing. We finished the one guy, the mask thing, where the first we proved that he wasn't the thief. And then they're like, well, if he wasn't the thief, then he's the murderer for this case. It's like, oh, fuck. Uh-oh. So then we had the proof that he wasn't a murderer. So yeah.
I think our client kept us totally in the dark the entire time. He told us basically nothing.
He really didn't explain anything of what was happening. He just kept saying he is mask. And it was like, okay, but you're not explaining why or how or anything. And then he's being framed for murder. And it takes us forever to finally get it out of him of like, oh, he's technically being blackmailed by somebody to be mask and do the thefts for him, basically.
Yeah, I kind of suspected the very first time that I saw the detective guy.
Mm-hmm. Detective Atney.
Yeah, he's being a pompous jerk. I'm like, yeah, he's our guy.
Yep. So, that's fun. But because we already proved he was innocent for the theft, even though technically it was him, we also proved that he wasn't the murderer either. But because of what they call double jeopardy, he got off scot-free. So.
Yep.
Hooray! Justice? Question mark? I don't know. But this next trial is gonna be fun. This next case.
Are we gonna have to save Maya again?
Well, no. Maya, no, we're not saving Maya. We're saving... Are we saving this other person? I don't remember. No, I don't think so. But... It's interesting, to say the least. It's very interesting. Alright. Let's continue. So, recipe for turnabout. That's the name of this chapter. Episode 3.
Is that a cooking pun?
Recipe for turnabout? Well, all of them are called something turnabout. But this one's recipe for turnabout. So it has to do with food. Alright. Let's get to the opening scene. That's enough! This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for a misinterpretation of the facts. It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that poisoned cup of coffee. No, you're wrong. I know what I saw. I saw. I saw someone else
it's this
there.
case.
A man. He's the real killer.
Oh, is Phoenix simping for his girlfriend? Is that what's going on here?
We'll find out. Why won't anyone believe me? Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up, wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? This court finds the defendant guilty. Uh-oh. This court is adjourned. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. January 6th, 10:03 a.m. Wright & Co. law offices. Ah, the start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world. I bet it does, Maya. So, I've decided that our resolution should be, Zari, take on the world. Why'd you take his catchphrase? That was Detective Atmy's catchphrase. Zavari!
Did Atmy get off? Or he
No,
in prison now?
yeah, was convicted of theft and murder.
Well, I guess you won't need the catchphrase anymore.
What do you think? Sure, whatever, Maya, but I think maybe you've had more than enough mistletoe cake. Never! You've got to eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game. Hey, Pat. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe. Happy New Year, Detective. Likewise. Now listen up, right? Here's to another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation. Yeah, me too. Alright, pal, you've got some explaining to. Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective? What? Here, have this. It's really nothing much, but... Yay, thanks! Look, pal, we need to have a talk. Take a seat. Hey, what about Pearly? You haven't forgotten her present, have you? Something important's happening. It's not... Okay. No, yes, no. Are you doing this on purpose?
Probably.
I don't know. I guess I'm busted. How did you like my first practical joke of the year? Very funny, pal. Now, let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this. What is it? A magazine? Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced? Trounced? Let me see that. Defense attorney gave an almost childish amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this? It's a report, pal, about you. Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case. Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember anything about it. When was that issue from, anyway? December of last year, which I guess it makes it last month. Which makes it old news, you mean? But I wasn't involved in a poisoning case in December. So what do you think this is all about, Nick? If it wasn't you, pal, then that leaves only one possibility. No way! You don't mean... a phony Nick? This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the new year with one, too. Vaccine clipping. An article from December 5th says I was trounced and my client was found guilty. So, what are you gonna do about it, pal? What do you mean? What am I going to do about it? Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case. No, it isn't! It's not my fault.
We're involved. No, it's not our fault.
We're involved in this. My fault? How do you figure that? Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Well, maybe only sort of. Yeah, see what happens when you hotshots start getting too full of yourselves? But I didn't do anything wrong. At least, not that I can remember. You better make this right, pal. Now! And that means taking the case back to court, got it? Sounds like we've got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto. I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned. I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year. So you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm gonna head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something. Okay, pal? Okay. I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright. If a client entrusted a case to me based on my reputation, I guess I am kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of a guy would do that? A bad one? Okay. So, I guess we're going... Detention Center first, or Criminal Affairs? I don't know. Chamber 6, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. This is so nerve-wracking, waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty. Me? Maya! It wasn't me! Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me. Ah! Oh, it is her. Okay. How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? They put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying. Aren't you? Yes, I am. I am totally and utterly let down. You are? Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Remember? Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird. Ah! She used to be a police officer. Maggie Bird.
Yeah.
She's the policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop, too. What are you doing here? Didn't I get you quit? Oh, sure. Very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes? You better hurry up and tell me what happened, Nick. Oh, I see. So that's where we stand right now. I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time. But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life? Okay. At least now the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir. Okay. So, how come you're dressed like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, I don't mind one bit. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on. So, what do you do now? In the second act of The Life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress. Waitress? Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir. And then you got into this mess straight away, right? Yeah, you could put it that way. This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month, and it happened at Tres Bien. Tres Bien? Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included. Oh. He has a scouter! There were 2 men at the table, both drinking coffee. And then... one of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just 1 sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked, I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed? Not at all. I've never seen the guy before. Oh. So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right? Of course! A good waitress must be attentive to the clientele. So, you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come? You tell me, Mr. Wright. Guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy.
I like how she's like a waitress or server now, and she still does her salute thing.
Yes. So, if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man, the one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that possible? I don't know, but nobody, not one person, would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job. Look, that wasn't me, okay? And then, they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. What? A small bottle of poison. What? Poison? It was in your pocket? Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious. And no one else saw this other guy. No, sir, that's what everyone said. But I don't see how they could have missed him. The other guy. I was the one who took the coffee to the two men. Oh? And what was your impression of them? Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. Okay. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess. But it was a band CD. Maybe a promo disc? Maybe it was MC Screwdriver. Oh. Get serious, Maya. Would you buy the CD of a group named that? Oh, God. What was the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No, MC Hammer?
Yes.
And what about the killer? What did he look like? Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really. That's super helpful. MCR. Yeah. Totally MCR. Just show her this. Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this. Hey, this article is about my case. Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me? Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits. Me? Yes, you, Mr. Wright. Hug. Hey, Maggie, was my evil double... I am here too. Backwards, Maya. No, I don't remember if only you, Maya. Oh, sigh. It would've been so cool. Maya, not now. Then you got to really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you cleared, this crime, he said. Okay, I get the picture. But you've met with me in person before. So how come you didn't realize that guy wasn't the real me? I guess, looking back now, it was a little strange. Only a little. Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady, and your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent, and so the guy was nothing like me then. But he had your spiky hair and blue suit. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me? Apparently so.
An objection.
How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces, but it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial? Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney, so we should be able to get a retrial. Mr. Wright, do you think we'll win next time? Sir? My life has been a full-course meal of bad luck, complete with the feast for dessert. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, how did you do that?
She
How are
bounced
you
back or something? I
alive?
don't know.
Like, okay, first off, how did a 6-month-year-old, like, you could probably barely crawl.
Yeah, that's true. Unless somebody, I don't know, left her by the edge or something. And
of a window?
Safety. I don't know. That's crazy. Imagine leaving your kid out in the balcony of your apartment or by an open window in your apartment, and the kid falls out. That's some like Colin Child Protective Services stuff.
It's just like how? Like balconies usually are like pretty fenced, like railings and stuff.
Yeah, even like through the bars and stuff.
Yeah, even like a 6-month-old wouldn't be able to really fit through there. Like
yeah, you'd have to really try.
Yeah, it's like how were you able to do that? Yeet. Somebody yeeted the baby, kicked the baby. I guess. On the 9th floor of my apartment building. Jesus. We've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. But again, you got accused again. You've got accused for murder before. You're getting accused again. But I will survive because Maggie Bird always lives to fight another day. And one day, I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of bad luck.
Good luck.
What?
Zinniop?
Zinniop is really gonna pay for this. Man, just stop. Just say Phony Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, it's Phony Phoenix backwards.
What are you staring at me like that for? Amanda's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an innocent girl convicted of murder had better watch out. We'll find him, don't you worry. We'll get Zinniop for you. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you where Tresbian is then. Right. The restaurant where the murder took place. Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure. Alright, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food. That's not what we're going there for. Let's go to criminal affairs real quick. Wait, there's another badger.
No.
It's a pink one.
Please, no. Please, no. I swear, if that theme starts playing, I'm gonna run out of here screaming.
Okay, January 6th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. It's been ages since we came down to the precinct, huh, Nick? Looks like Gumshoes and he isn't around. He's got it so easy, leaving everyone else to do the work. No, he's out there somewhere. My bet is on the courthouse. He's probably trying to arrange the retrial of this case. Guess that means we should go to the detention center and chat with our killer, huh? After being convicted without a fair trial, I'm not sure killer is the right label. Okay, so we already did that. Can we actually look at this? Can we look at this? Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute. That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police force. Or is it actually now? Because he was like trying to promote it to make it the mascot for the police force. So what's with the pink one? It's new, right? She's not an it, Nick. She's a she. Right, Chief? Yep, meet the pink badger. So one's called blue and the other's called pink. But they're both called Badger. You got it. They're married. Mr. and Mrs. Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief. You got it. That's marriage for you.
Okay. We got some commentary here. We got some social commentary here.
Jeez. Whoa, mascot that's deeper than the deepest of the deep oceans. Okay. Let's, we already went.
That brings a new meaning to getting hitched.
Okay, so we go to... We were here. Was there another... Okay, here we go. Tres bien. January 6th. Tres bien.
It's Trabian.
Trabian. Wow, look at this place. Look, more like smell. Wonder what the suffocating scent of flowers in here. Then again, girls like that kind of thing, right? Actually, I'm not all that into it. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here. Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant, and it's open for business. Hello? Anyone here? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here. Perfect. Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want. No, that's not. No.
You want to be arrested for stealing, Maya? Come on.
I was like, yeah, okay, so we can investigate while nobody's here. So we can, like, sneak around and stuff to look for clues. But, no, we can't just take shit. Yeah, I suppose we can't.
Pastries looks really good.
Yeah, I suppose we can. No.
It's evidence. I swear it's evidence. If you had to take it away, police business. Attorney business.
Let's see. It's the restaurant's front entrance. There's a sign hanging on the door written in French. Probably says open or closed. It must be one or the other, but I don't know which since I don't know Jack's oh my god. Jack's about French.
It's pronounced Jacques.
Jacques, that's what I was thinking.
It's supposed to be don't know jack about French, but yeah.
Jacques about French.
You don't pronounce it as Jacques.
Yeah, Jacques.
Yeah,
Jean. It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French. Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my, occultal clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear normal clothes every now and then. There's something stuffed in behind the rack. Newspaper. Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this. Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages. MC Bomber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. $100,000? Maybe? I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. This paper. It's from December 3rd. This paper's from the day of the poisoning. What? I mean, that's kind of important. A paper from the day of the murder. This has got to be a clue. I should see if I can find out some more about this paper. Okay. Look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all of these personally. Let's see. Bouquet of flowers, some... I know what this word is. Potpourri? Yeah, potpourri.
Yep.
And look, fine bone china cups. I never knew you were so cultured. Come on, Maya. This is common knowledge. Any Joe... my god.
Joe Schmo.
Joe Schmo. That's what I was thinking. Joe Schmo knows this much. I doubt that. Can I look at this again? Okay. 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 Register? Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spits out money. Maya, how long have you been living in civilization? I would expect that from Pearl, not from you. You know you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register in that way.
She thinks of ATMs.
Magic. Okay, slide over. Okay. Window. Wow, it's a beautiful winter wonderland out there. Really cool. I love snow. Let me see. Huh? It's not white. It's not even snowing. Got you. I was only kidding, Maya. Nick. There are lies that are okay to tell and lies that definitely aren't. All I did was tell an itty-bitty white lie about non-existent white snow. Like, we were literally just outside, Maya. This must be the table where the murder occurred. Guess so, with all this police tape all around it. And that stain must be from the poisoned coffee. Don't go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya? Don't do it! Look it, I'm not a cat, you know. Then why can I picture you doing just that? Alright, partition? This restaurant has partitions that separate the tables. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your right or left. Okay? Anything on the side still? No, okay. This table's set nicely. It just needs a customer. What do you think this flower is, Nick? Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip and it's not a sunflower. I don't know. Duh, even I could have told you that. Well, those are the only kinds of flowers I know. Dagnabbit, I'm a lawyer, not a botanist. Very, very strange wording for him to use. Okay. So we gotta go back to the detention center and be like, hey, we found this broken newspaper. Oh, a sports paper? Let's see. Did Gaston Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title? Bird?
Yes, because that's the important thing for the paper.
Bird, this is from last month, first of all. Second of all, this is not important. Sorry, Maggie, that paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder. And Gaston got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh, no. I found this paper in the magazine rack at Tres Bien. Really? That's strange. Tres Bien doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. Then maybe one of the customers left it behind? Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is the scribble here. Aha! That's it, sir! MC Bomber! That was the name that was written on the CD. Just as I thought. I like how it has a little drawing of Mask to Mask on the bottom. I guess it wasn't MC Screwdriver after all, huh? So that $100,000 must be a down payment for a record deal, right? If someone gave me $100,000, I'd sing for sure. The Master of Crane, or the Spirit Song, or even Maya's theme. Okay, Maya. So, the sample CD was on the victim's table. That means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim. You're right. So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh? I think we better step up the investigation, don't you think, Nick? Yeah. We gotta do that. Okay, can we go criminal affairs? Nope, okay, nobody here. Back here. Hold here. Back here? Okay, here we go. January 6th, Tres Bien. Oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do a French fucking voice. Oh god, I don't even know how to do a French voice. Okay. Oh god, he's, okay. Oh la la, bonjour, welcome to Très Bien. Oh, hello? What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. That's why. What do you mean? Welcome to my petite restaurante. Huh? B Avenue? Oh no, my petite tulip. Huh? Me? Look at this face, like kitten rejected by its own mother. You are fatigued, no? Alors, you need this. An aromatic bath oil, melange of la neroli and la rose. My personal recommendation. You think I need what? Oui, just add a couple of drops of this mixture to la bath water and voila! It will soothe your body and your mind. It's simply fantastic. Really? And voila, oh my god, monsieur. Who? Me? Look at that face, like a puppy rejected by life itself. You are fatigued, non? For you, monsieur, I recommend this. Olive of olive bergamot, and maybe a hint of wee. I will add le peppermint and le clary sage for a flagrant exceptional. Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur. My beauty? Hellos, if you will be seated, I will bring you a special menu for the day. Actually, we're not here to eat. We're lawyers. Bien, sir. I don't know what that.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe
So-
yes, sir. It means but of course, basically.
I know, but it's just like with the U and the the little mark above the U. I'm like, I do not recognize what that
I can't
means.
remember what it's called, but it doesn't change the pronunciation.
Okay, I
letter.
wasn't sure. Miss Bien, so I know this already, monsieur. You are Le Phoenix, right? No? Yes? You know me? Yes. I never forget the man who flirts with me, especially in court. I guess he was cross-examined by your mysterious scene if looks like everyone to do with this case knows who I am already. I wonder what sort of impression, stop saying it, Zine if's been leaving on people, don't you think? Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I am Jean Armstrong and Chete. Can you stop posing like that? I hate it. I hate everything about it. So what does Trey Bien mean? I know, Trey, that means three, right? No. Trey's Bien is, Francais. Okay. Okay. Francais. In English, you would say, very good. Yeah, you do pronounce it Très bien. Très bien? Yeah, Très bien.
You don't pronounce the S in Trey. It's silent.
Très bien? Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, very good. We acceptment? Exactement. La atmosphere is très bien, and la cuisine is très bien. If the food's so good, why aren't there any customers in here? My cuisine is not for all. Some people they do not appreciate la hot cuisine. I thought everyone liked hot cuisine. Since I have lost Maggie, I do not have anyone else have enough hands. Okay, I'm like, wait, what? Since I have lost Maggie, I do not have enough hands. So you're running this place on your own now? Oui, for the moment, no one has answered my advertisement. Oh, poor moi. Please don't eyeball me while you say that. I am le chef. I am le chef. I am le manager. I am also a trained aromatherapist. Aromi what? A practitioner of aromatherapy, the art of soothing the soul with the delicate floral aromas. Delicate? The smell coming from that bottle earlier was anything but. Okay. So, could you tell me what you know about the incident? Bien, it makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since it happened. Yeah, I guess it's been about a month since Maggie's sentencing. So it was the third of last month, just after 1 in the afternoon. A man who was in there for coffee suddenly became ill because of the poison in his coffee. That is the truth as I know it. It was Maggie who took his drink to him. I was in the kitchen. I heard the sound of someone collapsing. When I came out to see what it was already slumped in his chair. He was dead? Mon Dieu. He was dead. Maggie Maggie all passed out Oslo. And this man who died, was he alone? Oui, monsieur. All alone. I know that Maggie said there was someone else, but I see. Now, police, they asked me many times. Are you sure there was no one else at the table, they asked. But I am not the only one. The old man said, they say the same thing. Old man? What old man? So who's this old man that you mentioned? At the time of the murder, there was another customer near. What? Someone else saw it? Yes, we, as usual, he came around that day. At the time of the murder, he was here. He saw it too. But he said the same thing oh my god. That there were no one else at the victim's table. But Maggie swears there were two people. Mademoiselle, la lawyer, could not prove this, none. About the lawyer. That was me, I suppose. Must be infer. Wow. He's the first person who said it wasn't me. Don't kid yourself, Nick. Now who's the one making stuff up? Okay. I am not a lawyer myself. I do not wish to speak out of turn, but your defense in court that day was a little, how you say, lacking perhaps. Sigh. Even a Frenchman who cannot speak any English could have done a better job. You were very cool, though. Oh, oui, so handsome. Wow, I wonder just how bad the defense could have been. Every time you opened your mouth, the old courthouse stirred. Oh man, that is something I don't want to imagine. Okay, I'm on newspaper. We found this sports paper in the magazine rack here. One of my customers must have left it behind. Do you have any idea which customer it was? The only ideas I have, mademoiselle, I see for my kitchen. Okay, so he doesn't know. Not move, I want to examine. Can we look at stuff again? Yeah. It's a rack with fashion magazines and they're all in French. Looks like Mr. Armstrong doesn't get any newspapers. Well, it wouldn't exactly suit the feel of the place, would it? Why don't you try wearing something more chic? Okay. From the sports magazine. Okay. Okay, slide over this way. Okay. We don't have anything to show her. Oh, wait, can we... Wait. Can we go back here? And can we go... Profiles. Talk about Maggie. Maggie was a policewoman once. This a pest? Yes, but she had to quit for reasons beyond her control. Oui, she was la suspect in la murder investigation, non? Oh, you know about that? That is why I gave her a la perfume for la happiness. Happiness perfume? Oui, blended from bergamot like I have given to you before. But she's been arrested again, and found guilty this time. This is true. Eternal aroma for an unhappiness must have been very strong. Just a minute, your pure perfume doesn't work. I'm not surprised she was la prime suspect, after something like that took place before my very eyes. Something like what? What's this guy talking about? Does this mean Maggie did have a motive? We've got to ask this guy for more info. Stat! Okay, here we go. Maggie's motive. When Maggie took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen? Oui, I suppose you could say so. So what happened? No, it was nothing. Look, Maggie says she didn't even know the guy, but she's still been indicted for murder. The prosecution must have come up with some kind of motive. Oui, it is true. If there was anything at all between Maggie and the victim, it could be relevant. So please tell us anything you know. Oh, he says, nah. Sidewalks.
And a lot of them.
Yeah. No, wait. What are we going to do, Nick? We'll just have to remove... What the? What's wrong? The Magatama. It's gone! Huh? had it in my pocket, but it's vanished into the thin air. What? Oh shit. But I could see the Cyclops. Maybe that means the Magatama's nearby?
You are the Magatama.
Mr. Armstrong, can I just confirm something with you again? The table where the victim was sitting. Was anyone else sitting there? That is a question you will have to ask him for yourselves. Huh? Him? No man spent a lot of his time dans le parc. La Park. Oh, a park. What park's that? Behind the restaurant. It is called, Vitamin Square. Thank you. Zebras and pray, my darling. Let's go check out this Vitamin Square right now, Nick. Okay. Can we... Where did our Magatama go? Where did it go?
And before Nick absorbed it.
Oh, hey, I guess we're gonna go outside. The whole fruit.
Hey, if Nick absorbs the Nagatama or something, does that make him like a Curran, like honorary Curran member or something?
Maybe.
If he's got some abilities, because that would be kind of cool.
Maybe. Who knows? January 6th, Vitamin Square. So this is Vitamin Square. Yeah, I see where they get the name from now. The fruit scream vitamins at you. Hey, Nick. That's the guy, right? Isn't that the old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about? That grouchy-looking grandpa? He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons. Maya, he's not throwing seeds for them. He's throwing seeds at them. How kind. Ugh, my grumpiness threat level has just been raised to red. Hello, sir. Excuse me. Would you mind if I had a word with you? Yes. Trying to do an old man voice. I don't know. Yes. Oh my gosh. I just want to ask you a couple questions. What's the matter with you? Can't you see I'm busy? So you don't like my seeds, pigeons? He's really chucking out seeds at them. That's got to hurt. Go on, eat this. Sigh. Excuse me, sir, can I ask you about Maggie Bird? I don't know any Maggie Bird. Yes, you do, Maggie, the waitress at Trebian. It's a disgrace, I tell you. An utter disgrace. A disgrace? An innocent young girl revealing her stuff like that. Revealing? You mean her uniform? They get up today. They don't have any shame. No shame, I tell you. Not 1 ounce. Whatever happened to the old Bushido values of Japan, like honor and modesty? I'm pretty sure we're not in Japan. Pretty sure it's supposed to be the United States.
Yeah, and he's also, what, 200 years too late?
I guess.
Give or take?
What about me? I'm not wearing anything revealing. Ew, your problem is you lack any sense of grace. Talk about hitting a girl where it hurts. Nope.
He's kind of not wrong.
Do you go to Trebian a lot? Humph, that miserable excuse for an air restaurant. That garbage they serve in there's not food. Where's the sushi, the tempura, the rice? It's a French restaurant. Not
He doesn't understand that.
Not Japanese. Trebian is a French restaurant, sir.
Yeah, the world needs to cater to him, okay?
I guess.
Because reasons. Because he's right about everything.
Where do you think you are, Where do you think we are, boy? In Paris, I want real food, not those snooty snacks. And what about those shameless girls? You mean the waitresses? You can see all the way up to there. Yes, the waitresses. They're practically naked. It's a disgrace, isn't it? Well, isn't it? Listen, it's not my restaurant. Yeah, it's a miserable excuse for a restaurant, that place. Miserable. He certainly knows the place. He must be a regular. But if he hates it so much, why does he keep coming? Isn't it obvious?
Great.
Are you regular at the restaurant, sir? It's just, if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir? There you are, you velvet pigeons, you want food? Haha, take that! He must be hiding something, right? If he is, I should be able to see a sight blocker too. Oh wait, I don't exactly have the Magatama right now, huh? Remember, Nick? That Magatama is only on loan. You'd better find it or else. Pearls ever gets wind of this, I'm going to be in a world of pain. Okay. Let's look around here first. And try to figure out where the frick my Magatama went. Oh, there's a magazine here. It's a magazine full of job listings. Ew, disgusting rogue picking something up. Something someone else threw away. Threw away? Did you throw this away? Are you looking for a job? That's none of your business. Sorry, I guess I'll just take the magazine with me then. I don't want anyone else having it. Give it back. Too bad. Now that you want it so bad, I don't want to give it up. Okay. Hey, that's mine. Uh-huh. Looking at this orange reminds me of what? That you're supposed to eat a lot of them to ward off colds in the winter. You can't have fun during the holidays if you're sick in bed, you know? You don't have to tell me twice. Okay. Birds. Hey, look! Pigeons! Yeah, and heaps of them too. Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace? That's a dove, not a pigeon. Poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it? You're overthinking this one by just a smidge, Maya.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a teeny bit. This place is so fruity. That's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favorites. Then the apple slice is perfect for you. Apple slide is perfect for you. And what is so perfect about it? Oh, come on. Don't be a stick in the mud. Slide down it a few times. Go on. Woo! No way. I get covered in sand if I slid down that slide. Anyone can see that. Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I'd give it a try too. Okay, sandbox. I used to love sandboxes like you wouldn't believe. Really? You? Sure, finding iron fillings in the sand with a magnet was my favorite thing to do. Iron fillings? Well, that's too exciting for words. It was my ambition to collect every single shred of iron in the sandbox. I was such a kid back then. Sure. So, did you manage to get all the iron? No, I never did. I think I came close though. Come to think of it, I still have all the iron filings I found way back when. You want them? No. Where would I want them? Why would I need that? Okay, let's talk to him again. And we go to profiles. Okay, we're gonna talk about man. Or not man, bird. Excuse me, sir, could you ask about sir? Here you go, boy. How does some pigeon feed sound to you? Okay. The owner? Nope, okay, he's not gonna talk about it. Okay. Go back in here. Do we have... Okay.
What's a bag lady? I forget the first part of her name. Bag lady, you know what I'm talking about?
Bag lady?
Whatever. Yeah, Miss...
Oh!
She's a security guard from one of the not the last.
Yeah, old bag.
Yeah, that's her name.
I don't remember what her first name was.
I don't think anybody remembers what her first name is. I feel like that dude we just met at the park, the old guy, I feel like he's like the guy version of Miss Oldbag. I think they'd be perfect for each other.
Maybe. This helpful? Mademoiselle! Yes? Are you looking for a job? What? No, I was just... Let me see. Your style is, very different, but you have a good face. Different? Well, this situation... What? That is way too long of a fucking word. For this situations, you have... Oh, congratulations, but... Congratulations? Felicitations? Felicitations? You are passed. I will hire you. bien. Come with me. I will teach you everything I know. Nick, help! I don't know whether to laugh or feel bad for Maya. Maybe I should do both. Okay, can I look around at stuff now? It's a rack full of mash machines, all in French. All the clothes in these are absolutely atrocious. Something will happen circled in red. I really hope Mr. Armstrong is now thinking of buying those. Okay, so I can look at stuff without Maya being here. There's a bunch of little trinkets on a shelf by the door. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all of these personally. It's really tight behind the cash register counter. Can Mr. Armstrong even get in here? And if he got in, can he get out again? Okay. This must be the table where the poisoning occurred. The stains tell the story well. The whole area is still cordoned off with police tape. I guess it must still be under investigation. Even though it's been a month? It looks pretty cold out there on the streets. Peaceful, though. It's nice that people can take it easy after the holiday rush. Mr. Armstrong must be a pretty big neat freak. He already has this table ready to go. Now, if only the food in this place was edible. What? You haven't even had any of the food. Okay. Okay, can we look at the pouring area? No, okay. Hi. I don't have anything to talk to you with. Guest detention center? Okay. Maybe. Looks like they have Maggie in questioning. I guess I've asked her pretty much everything. I'll come back if there's anything else I need to ask her later. Okay, can we go criminal affairs? Is Gumshoe here? There he is. Well, pal, have you found the evidence yet? The one that's gonna find her innocent? No, not yet. We've only just started our investigation. Well, whatever you need to know, I'll give you the dirt on it. I'm putting off all my other cases for now, pal. Gumshoe's really fired up about this. Oh yeah, one more thing. The retrial's been approved. Court sitting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And Godot is going to be the prosecutor. Oh, him. Now let's... Godot or Godot? Godot.
It's Godot. No,
Godot.
No, you're right. I'm just saying, the coffee guy, he's Godot. He's my kind of guy. I respect the coffee guy.
You do? I thought you didn't like him before.
No, I really like him. He's actually awesome.
Okay.
I may make coffee when we do the Ace Attorney thing. Okay, I plead the fifth. I'm not biased at all. I promise.
Sure. Okay. Now listen up, pal. If Maggie's found guilty again, yes? I'll make sure you get locked up for good for it. Got it? Oh yeah, and Gumshoe totally doesn't have a super big crush on Maggie. Totally doesn't.
Oh.
So,
has he literally been looking for something to prove her innocent? Is that what's been going on?
No, I think maybe. I don't know. He did. Why did it take him a month though? To like talk to us, to come into the office.
Good question.
That's weird. Anyway. So the guilty party was Maggie Bird, huh? Yeah. Back when she was on the police force. You were her mentor when she was a rookie, right? Yeah, I kept a close eye on her. I mean, not too close, you know. I didn't ask that, but okay. Hey, what's with the funny looks, pal? I was just her. I wasn't anything like. Look, sure, I was her boss when she was doing her training, but that was it. Nothing happened. I'm sure started sweating up a storm over nothing. So that's it. Our big old Gumshoe has a little crush on Maggie. I don't like her or anything. Baka.
Yeah, right? I don't like her or anything. Baka.
Baka, pal. I was out. Not to self, gossip with me about this later. Oh, that's really funny. Look, pal, don't tell anyone, okay? You gotta keep it a secret, got it? Nope. Absolutely not.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to see some bribes or something. You're gonna need to help me in future cases and stuff.
Give
Yeah,
me a
I don't know.
bribe.
You're gonna have to keep my mouth shut. How about that?
Oh, God. Sure. And would you mind not guessing what I'm thinking all the time? Hey, tell your face, pal, not me. You'd have to be blind not to see what's on your mind. Note to self, never play poker. The little pointy, the finger. That's funny. Dr. Dial in the chat did the, like, with the emotes, the kind of, like, having your, like, pointer fingers together. Kind of like, That's funny. Okay, the victim. So I was wondering, could you fill me in on the victim? Glenn Elge. He was a computer programmer. I see, a programmer. He was just a regular Joe working for a small-time computer firm. Maggie never had any contact with the guy before that day. And all she did was take his coffee on the day of the murder, pal. Yeah, Maggie also claimed to have never seen the guy before. Did the victim go to the restaurant often? According to the chef, that it was the first time he'd seen the guy. Programmer. And a first-time customer at that? What possible reason could Maggie have had to kill a guy like that? That's what I thought. But a motive was still somehow established in her trial. You're kidding. What was her supposed motive? Sorry, pal. I'm real busy. I haven't got enough time to sift through these papers. Look into yourself, okay? What could this motive have been? You said you were holding off all your other cases for this. Whatever. This isn't really a proper investigation. It's kind of working on it by myself. I'm kind of working on it by myself. Oh, okay. That's right. The judge already ruled on the case, and all the evidence is in already. The only problem is with Maggie's testimony. Yeah, it doesn't sound very good for us, huh? Look, pal, I got a mountain of papers on this case to look over before tomorrow. So I'm just gonna say this. Maggie Bird's no liar. She's... Okay, so she's a bit out there, and a bit off base sometimes. But she was a good cop. That's not exactly complimentary, you know. So what do you think really happened? And just how contradictory is her testimony? The biggest problem with Maggie's testimony is the number of people at the table. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Maggie still insists there was another guy sitting with the victim. Right. Look at this. Everyone else in the place says the guy was alone, even the chef. And then there's that CD. CD? Oh yeah, she did mention something about a CD. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. But our guys turned that place upside down. There was no CD. What? Not on the table. Not anywhere in the whole... whole restaurant, pal. But didn't Maggie say the victim was wearing an earpiece too? Yeah, but that was for the portable radio in the front pocket of his hoodie. A radio? He didn't have a CD player. You got it. Your phony never explained that contradiction at all. Come to think of it, the owner of Bien didn't mention that CD either. I don't know why, but I get the feeling Mr. Armstrong's got something to hide. Yeah, we already know, but we don't have the Magatama.
Yeah, he only has 65 cyclops on him. I don't know. He's not hiding anything. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What's that? Sports paper? Yeah, I found it in the magazine rack at Bien. It's dated the same day as the murder. You may be on something here. Take a look at this. See this writing here? MC Bomber. Hey! What is it? I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, MC Bomber. Wow, he actually seems to be thinking for once. Oh my gosh.
See the gears turning.
It's no good, I can't remember. And he goes back to being the gumshoe we all know and love. Hey pal, I'm gonna borrow this paper for a bit, okay? I want to get a handwriting analysis done on the scribble. Handwriting, huh? It'd be good to know more about it. In any case, thanks, Belle. I bet this'll turn out to be an interesting clue. Sparse paper given to Detective Gumshoe. Okay, I don't know if this will help. Anything of this? Yeah, nothing about that. Profiles. Have you got to see Maggie? Of course I have, but I wasn't much good at consoling her. I'm not very good with words. You don't say. Oh, yeah, I guess I might have looked a bit down. Maggie was really supportive of me. It was great to have someone to talk to. Did he go for her or for himself? Okay.
Looks like he went for her, and then she ended up helping him out.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad. The person who's been wrongfully convicted of murder is supporting him.
Yeah, is giving him support. The chef of Trebiena. You know what that chef said to me? Ooh la la, your body is full of lead toxins. And he gave me this bottle. What's in it? I don't know. The label says juniper. I'm under orders to put a few drops of it in my bath every day. Under orders? Yeah, you know, there's something about that lady, guy. Huh? You can't stop thinking about him? Not like that, pal. Give me a break. He's not my type. I can't stop thinking that he's involved with this case somehow. Sounds like he knows a little something more about our charming chef. Okay. What do you make of this? Okay. Okay. Treasure center? No, okay, so can we go back to Trapian? Okay, no. Can we go to Vitamin Square? We talk about this guy? Nope, okay, that didn't help. Oh, we can look at stuff without her being here. This is where I found that job listing magazines before. A guy like me carrying around a magazine like that kind of gives the wrong impression. Guess I better give it back to the old man once this investigation's over. Pigeons are so busy pecking at the seeds, they don't notice anything else. Seeing those birds eat with such intense focus reminds me of Maya when she's scarfing down a burger. So kind. You don't see many parks like this anymore. What a great place for kids to play. But that old man's the only one here, chucking his seeds at the pigeons. When I think back to when I was young, I wonder what I found so great about playing in a sandbox. Maybe it'll come back to me in the middle of the night one of these days to relive it. On second thought, being arrested by Gumshoe would be too embarrassing to bear.
You're under arrest, pal.
Yeah. Okay. Anything back here? Poor me, it looks like Mr. Armstrong's really taking a shine to her. I suppose I'll just have to let her work at the restaurant for a while. I'll go pick her up from Trebian once things have cooled off. Okay. Oh, here we go. The charming chef. Here we go. So what exactly is it that caught your attention about the chef at Trebian? It's, kind of hard to say. The guy's probably not even connected with the case anyway. Hey, come on, detective. Didn't you say you'd give me the dirt on anything? Well, this sort of stuff is kinda unimportant, gossipy stuff, you know, pal? Look, how about this? You go to Trebian and investigate the place yourself. And if you find anything suspicious about the guy, you report back to me, okay? Don't suppose I get a choice in this, huh? Guess I better find out more about the chef and Trebian, then report back to Gumshoe. Okay. Can we go back to the restaurant then? Finally. Yeah, okay, cool. The scent of flower sure is strong. It's almost making me dizzy. Oh, hello. Who was that just now? Customer? She had a sort of dark aura about her. Ah, welcome, B Avenue. Wow, what a cute voice. Oh, it's just you, Nick. Maya. Well, how do I look? Maybe you should quit being a spirit medium. Maybe, but it's kind of boring being a waitress. I mean, you're my first ever customer. Then who was that woman I just saw? Oh, since you're here, you might as well have something to eat. I am kind of hungry, actually. So, how do you like your new job, Leia? We never knew there was so much for a waitress to do. Take people's orders, bring them their food, make coffee, work their cash register. Of course, we need a customer before I can do any of that. Yeah, it's a nice looking restaurant. It's a shame more people don't come. Don't forget about the ultra cute waitresses. Come out, check out my give me a tip smile. Hey Nick, why don't you order something? Chef's preparing a tasty lunch set at the moment. Or so he says. How much is it? It's the twin tea set, so it's $20, of course. The twin tea set, I believe. I'll be taking a pass on that. It's kind of expensive. What? But you can't. Come on, Nick. It's not every day I get to be a waitress. Ugh. I want to try carrying plates and working the cash register. How about cleaning the toilets? That should keep you busy. Yeah, right. Maybe later. About the lunch. Oh, a fine choice, sir. No, too late. Kitchen, a lunch special, please. With all the extras. Drink, side salad, dessert, and gifts. I don't need any of that. Just a moment, please, sir. Maya. Maya's really getting into this. So how much is this set lunch set lunch then? $20, huh? But what the drink, side salad, and dessert, it's $45. Hey, wait a sec, Maya. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Here you are, our deluxe fortified lunch sets. Lunch set. Blech. Whoa! A dish inspired by the lobster and abalone cascade with the balsamic vigorate. Bon appetit. Thanks? Come on, Nick, hurry up and try it already. Lobster, huh? Alright, down the hatch it goes. Well? Are you hungry, Maya? I'm starving. Here, it's yours. Really? Remember, Maya, my wallet doesn't print money, so you'd better polish off that plate. I just remembered I get to clean the toilets. Hey! You can't be in that much of a hurry to clean the toilets.
Oh, she'll be cleaning the toilets after she probably goes and vomits in them.
Alright. So it was expensive, but not worth it at all. How does that guy manage to make good food taste so bad? Hey Nick, you want to take a peek at the kitchen? The kitchen, huh? Not a bad idea. Now what was it that Maggie said again? In the kitchen, you'll get to see all the chef's greatest secrets. In the kitchen? That sounds tasty. No, it doesn't. Hey, wait up, Maya. What is it? I'm pretty busy right now. Weren't you going to show me around? Just, it was my plan to find some cool clue and show it off to in your face. I better conduct this search in the kitchen myself. Alright, let's go to the kitchen. Okay. And here it is, the famous Tramian kitchen. It's my first time in here too, actually. There's a weird atmosphere in here, that's for sure. Mr. Armstrong will be back soon, so we better search quickly. Chop chop. Okay. Let's look over here. Now, this is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty. There's a book on the dresser. Clarence Armstrong's Bedtime Literature. Not exactly Pulitzer Prize material, is it? It looks like a collection of poems he's written. Poems? Cool, read one out. And say it in your best French accent, with intensity, okay? Okay, here's one. It's called Printemps. See two of them, like actors from a film. See coffee still undrunk. Sweet nothings over too soon on that sad Sunday morning. See foolish cocktail so delicious. Take the last sip of your tea, and I know what I will do. I must lie to you, I must.
It's by the way, I think it's pronounced Printemps.
Printemps.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's French for springtime.
Oh, okay. Huh? That's it? Yep. That's a poem for you. Okay. What's this? It looks like a treasure chest or something. Wow! Look at all these little bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many. They're overflowing onto the floor. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 100. They're all the same, too. Hey, wait a minute. What is it? There's one bottle that's different from all the others. Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either. And, Steph, it doesn't smell. It doesn't smell. So what's that liquid inside then, I wonder? Hey, Nick, we should borrow this. I mean, look how many bottles he's got. He won't miss one, will he? Uh-huh. Sure. Not like that's probably really, really important. What are these lace curtains for? I don't know, but they give the place a real homely feel, don't they? Lace curtains. You know, if I was a cooking pot, I'd be perfectly happy to sit on a shelf under those. How do you respond to something like that? I don't know, Phoenix. Now I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey Nick, this container says oyster sauce? What's that? Isn't that used in Chinese food? Look, right there on the counter. Magnetama! What's it doing here? What's it doing there? What indeed?
Someone's a klepto.
Oh, snap. No, I know. Okay. And look at these knives. They look really sharp. I like to see how one of those slices through a cheesecake. A cheesecake? You don't exactly need a sharp knife for one of those, Nick. That smells good. Something's bubbling away nicely in that pot. It must be the lobster and abalone Francici? Oh my god.
It's abalone fricassee.
Fricassee. Balsamic
vinaigrette.
vinaigrette. Yeah. Isn't that what I just ate for lunch? Maybe. What you ate is the only French dish I know the name of. Okay. So we got some good stuff. So let's go back this way. And we go back this way. Oh right, we need. He was asking for anything that would be suspicious or something. January 6th police station. Where's Gumshoe? Hey, you're just in time. What is it, Detective Gumshoe? The lab got back to me about the newspaper you gave me. He must mean the sports paper with the memo scribbled on it. So, what did they say? Did the analysts turn up anything? They said the duel was written by the victim, Glenn. Elg. No doubt about it. I expected as much. The victim took the paper from him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at the moment. Okay. MC Bomber. I get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well, I guess I'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me with whatever you find in the restaurant, okay, pal? Since when did I start taking orders from Gumshoe? Although, I get the feeling there's something I need to show him. Okay. Yeah, this. You got one of those aroma bottles too, huh? Only this one doesn't smell. Huh? I don't get you. This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same. Wouldn't you agree? Cologne bottle that doesn't smell, huh? Smells like a skunk to me, pal. Mind letting me borrow that bottle for a while? I want to send it to the lab for analysis. Victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important. Okay. I had a hunch there was something funny about that chef. You suspect, Jean Armstrong? I've got that guy's number. I know what his secret is. That must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about her before. I guess I'd better fill you in on the details about this Armstrong guy's secret. Okay. Good to know. So what's Mr. Armstrong's secret? You ever had lunch at Tres Bien, Belle? Unfortunately, yes. So, how was it? To put it nicely, it was inedible. Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, the place is clean, he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so... Yeah, I guess it's probably the food. The real scoop on the guy is he's up to his ears in debt. Really? How much does he owe? This is a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 in the red. $500,000? Are we talking dollars? Yeah. Hey, if it was sterling, he'd really be in trouble. Sorry, that figure just took me by surprise. Yeah, this case is full of surprises. And I'd be willing to bet that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch. Okay. So, we probably gotta go back to the chef boy. Go find him. See if he's back. Maybe? Kitchen? Is he in the kitchen? No? Okay. Oh wait, we can go back here. Oh. But, James, Vitamin Square. The old guy's not here anymore. Drat, and I still have some unanswered questions for him. A scooter, huh? Who would leave it right in the middle of a park like this? The wheel guard and the light are busted. I guess it must have been in an accident. Totally wrecked. Oh, hey, what do you think you was doing with my bike? No, I was just... Who's been messing with my new ride? Is that what you've been doing? New ride? Isn't that kind of a... Who's gonna pay for this? It wasn't me. I was just passing by. Hey, then who's the one that covered my saddle and crap, huh? Who's gonna pay? You catch my drift. No, wait a sec. I'm not a pigeon, so I couldn't have done it. Wise guy, huh? I gotta beat you so hard it'll feel like yous were smooching the express train. Uh-oh. Yous better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers and then yous gonna pay. Actually, I'm a lawyer myself. What'd you say? I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Phoenix Wright? You saying you Phoenix Wright? Yeah. I am? So you a wise guy too, huh? 'Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. What? On my way, I gotta cruise. He's gone. Surely that guy wasn't my phony. Was he? He wasn't anything like me. Guess I better make a note of the scooter. Kinda pathetic. Oh, it's you. I think the rat's from a little brat like that. And you look like a pigeon that's got seeds in its eyes. Have you been here the whole time, then? I was in that strawberry. I had some thinking to do. Sure you did. Thinking of how you're gonna run away. More like you...
Samurai code.
More like you had some cowering to do. Okay. We can ask him again. Are you regular at the restaurant, sir? It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir? Hey, why you filthy pigeons? You want food? Haha, take that! Yep, okay, there we go. He's hiding a secret. I knew it. This old guy got something to hide, but what could it be? I mean, it's pretty obvious what he's gotta hide. Let's see. Might be able to get through him. Okay. Let's see. Or at least see what he might need for us to break through him. Being regular. It's time you told me the truth. Why were you a regular at the restaurant that you dislike so much? Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to restaurants: to eat. To eat? Is that the whole truth? What do you mean? I don't think you go to the restaurant for the food at all. You with the lick breath, how dare you accuse me? What proof do you got? I can tell that you're in, yeah, no one in the world will want to go there. It tastes awful. The proof is in the pudding. Or in this case, the lunch menu. That's a 20 set. The food at Très Bien is terrible and expensive. You're wrong. It's cheap. Huh? I'm rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yes, I'm stinking rich. No, you're not. You had a job. You were looking for a job. I haven't done a job of work since I was born, other than feeding the pigeons and a little crook. The taste, another story, but the price is nothing to me. So you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn? Exactly. I have so much cash, I go for a swim in my money vault every day. Unfortunately, that's a lie. What? You don't have any money to burn. You're flat broke. Do we not wait, no, there it is. Okay, I was like, wait, where's the job listing thing? This is yours, right? My magazine. Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job? I was. So what? So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment and need spending money. Oh? I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go for the Javasino. Yeah. Cappuccino?
Yep, cappuccino.
Okay. I think you mean a cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there? $8. Those had better be some golden beans. What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking his dishwasher, do you? Is that it? No, I wasn't thinking that. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great. No, it's not. But anyway, yes. That place has free newspapers to read every day. No, they don't. Newspapers? Exactly. They don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there. I'm sorry, sir. But there are no free papers to read at Très Bien. This? Can you go with this? Yeah, okay. Take a look at this. What is it? It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Très Bien. So, what of it? This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than 1 month ago. What? Do you see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that a customer happened to leave behind. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth? I'm not hiding anything. I'm going to have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why you go to so much for Très Bien is
Maggie question?
Yeah. What are you asking me about that girl for? She was the waitress at Très Bien. Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress. But I don't recognize that face. And you are probably telling the truth here, because you were looking at the girl's face, but at her outfit. Oh, that's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. That uniform is all you can think about, isn't it? I can't take it. To you, that waitress was your... Enough! Please, no more! Stop saying that word! Stop saying waitress! Stop it! Yeah. He's just, yeah. Sir? Yes, it's true, I was there for the young girl. I saw a dirty, wicked, sinful old devil. Nope, I didn't mean like that. I even get one of those lousy cups of Javasino every time for $8. All because of the serving girl. Punish me, lock me up. Really, that's not what I'm here for. You'll be the same in another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. You'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me. No, really. Listen, sir. Stop calling me that. I have a name, you know, boy. So show some respect. I am Victor Kudo. Sorry, Mr. Kudo. Victor Kudo? That's so weird. Kudo is a very Japanese name, but Victor? Victor is not a Japanese name at all.
No, it isn't.
V isn't even in their alphabet. Yeah, V is not in Japanese alphabet. Okay. You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more. This guy was on the restaurant at the time of the incident, which means I have to hear his testimony, one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his safe locks and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood. Right. We have to get Maya. Maya. Oh, it's that old guy. Old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons? Yeah, he fed me one as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes. Oh, ouch. Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while? Huh? Me? Why? There's something I really want to ask that old man. Sure, okay, I'll just get changed. No, hang on. Can you go like that? I guess? Yep, I remember this. Sir. You again. Well, I see. Nick? His eyes were burning into me. It's okay, I think it's going pretty well. Ah! Huh? You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, alright? But play on the slide? Ugh, we were so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled. Pigeon, How can we crack this guy? Oh, right. I remember how they cracked him. Excuse me, please, sir. Why? Can't you see I'm feeding the pigeon? It's Maya. Maya?
Can we say fan service? I'm pretty sure this is just fan service. You know what? Like Victor over here, I am perfectly okay with it.
Maya? Well, if you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you. Yes. Of course, certainly. I'm Victor Kudo. Even from beyond the grave. Wow. Alright, about the incident. You mean the man who died after drinking the Javasino? It's like he's a different person. It was quite a shock even for me. He was a strange looking boy. The girl took the Javasino over to him, you see. And what was the customer alone? Definitely, he was the only person at the table. When he took one sip of his Javasino and he said something like, and then collapsed, dead. Oh, how terrifying. You're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know. He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. It looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see the other man, either. Do you like the food at Très Bien? Well, of course, I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London. Really? How interesting. Eating the food at the restaurant really takes me back to my days in France. What a lovely story. London's in England, not France. Oh yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much, I can't take it. I want France. I can't believe Maya's laughing at that guy. Sigh. You visit Très Bien a lot, don't you? Of course, I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there. Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you. Welcome you, I'm sure. Be careful of that chef, my dear. The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong? That's right. The man's an ex-con. He's an ex-con. Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do? Oh, no. Oh, I can't take that. It's really got this guy eating out of her hand. He steals things from his customers. From his customers. Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things, mainly. He's a pilfer. Oh my god. Pilfer? Pilfer. Yeah. So you better be careful. You be careful around him, my dear. Are you sure about this? Of course. He was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Javasino. He really is a regular. Drink water. Let me write you a little haiku about it. A haiku? A Japanese poem. I'll explain all you need to know about that chef. Another poem? Victor's note added to the court record. Victor's note. Convicted before a wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. Victor Kudo. Wow. If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement. Poor guy. He couldn't do enough for Maya. Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help. Thanks, Maya. We got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. Okay. So that's good. We got that. Can we find the chef dude and break his psych locks now, maybe? January 6th Tribune. It's about time to wrap up today's investigation. Had enough of being a waitress. Yeah, plus no one came to the restaurant. Oh la la, Mademoiselle Maya, no. Oh no, no, can you leave me like this? I'm sorry. That reminds me. Yeah, you saw the psych lock. Mr. Armstrong had a psych lock R3, didn't he? I'm going to have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you. Volunteers! Volunteers? Volunteers. Volunteers.
Volunteer is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I actually know that word though.
Of course. Okay. We do a little save. Okay, back. Percent. Yeah. Let's go. Maggie's motive. What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. I have to know the truth. What happened that day? Lost. I will confess everything. Just don't doubt me. Huh? That was a new world record. It was a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket? The man who died had a lottery ticket. For $1 million. $1 million? Oui, but after the incident, the ticket. It disappeared. The ticket disappeared. This was the motive that the prosecution gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man to get the $1 million lottery ticket. Mm-hmm. Sure. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? Solos. You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me, and I want to know the reason why. No, monsieur, you doubt me, but I confess to you everything I know, Mr. Armstrong. The $1 million lottery ticket. I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. None other than yourself. Mr. Armstrong, I believe there is a very high probability that it was you. Oh! Wow, that is one piercing scream, even for a man like him. Miss oh my god, I know what. Me? Moi? Oh my god.
Pourquoi moi?
Pourquoi? Yeah, pourquoi moi? Why
But
you?
why me?
Pourquoi me? Yeah, right. Why me? Why? You have no evidence. I am not Master the Mask. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. The haiku? Yeah, the
Did we
haiku.
get Magatama back from him?
Yes. But this is proof that he stole from the past.
Gotcha.
Yeah, repeat offender. What is this, a poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems. Please read it and put some feeling into it. Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender. I'm sorry to have to bring it to you, bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you? Oh, no, mensonge. You are the liar. You deny it? Do not make false accusations. S'il plate. So, do you have any proof? I want to see incontestable proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers. You stole from me. If these old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong, what is that? It is my Magatama, and I found it in your kitchen. No! Wow, that scream just about broke some windows. No. I have a weakness for little trinkets and figurines. It just slips out. I cannot stop it. You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right? It is the truth. I am just a timid little girl inside, Monsieur, a timid little girl. Besides, this time it was not a small trinket, it was $500,000. Oh my god, $500,000. Nice one. Why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. Really now? Oh, Monsieur. What is it? Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you are in desperate need of a large amount of cash? Yeah. This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? Okay. Unlock successful. Mr. Armstrong, you said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know that he had something like that in the first place? See, man, it was listening to the radio for the earpiece. Now you said something about that too. The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, and exploded. Yes, $500,000, he shouted. And the ticket? All that is of these tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I put the poison in his coffee. No, you're not the man. I simply helped myself to one of its tickets. What? The victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, Poquo, pass, and so many of them. Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right? How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you. No, it's not true. Because he didn't pick up the winning ticket. I did not take it. The ticket for $500,000, I mean. But you just told us you did. You said that you took a ticket. That's not enough, fella. It was not. That's enough. Huh? Mr. Gudo? What the heck are you doing here? Ugh. This is without a doubt the worst coffee I've ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. He came here for coffee? This is cravings for coffee. No bounds. Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I am Nona, just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at. But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion. Yeah, the wrong ticket. What? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor. So, the ticket he took was worthless? Not quite. He did win something. $1. You see, I am just a pretty face. Without my looks, I am nothing. So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal? Indeed. What did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Oh boy. Voila, you two, time to laugh at Leopard, pretty little airhead. Looks like you won't be needing this note anymore. Picture's now thrown into the trash. Jeez, it's kinda rude.
Mean.
Looks like we've got a new mystery now. Namely, where did the winning ticket go? I got a bad feeling about this. Well, anyway. We can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again. To be continued. Alright. Yeah, we have time to get into the trial, I think. Sounds good.
Nice.
As long as I don't fuck it up too bad. Let's get to this trial.
Just in time for some coffee. I press the button on my coffee maker, and 30 seconds later, Godot shows up. He heard.
Just dispenses coffee by like sliding it over to you, like his just magically appear. Like he's at some kind of bar. Alright, January 7th, 6:48 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. Maggie. Oh, Maggie. Detective Gumshoe. Are you doing alright? How are you feeling? As if you need to ask either question, sir. Don't let him get you down, Maggie. Don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger. And you. Yes? You better square this case anyway. Away, got it, pal. Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Swearing away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious. Oh god, him threatening to do work? Oh, he's serious. Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right? Yep. So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Of course. I've got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You got me? Get me? Uh-huh.
He's helped us out before.
I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? I can only wish. Yeah, I do not think it's gonna go smoothly. Alright, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Gotta sniff my coffee, take a sip. Bitter. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? What's wrong? Nothing, it's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You was talking to me." It was a little, well, intimidating. Nope, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix. I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please. Mr. Trey, whether you are fake or the real one, we will find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. It's a mystery. As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. For I won't stand for relevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me. Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness. Hi. Let's start with the formality, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, say your name for the court. Sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. Oh no. Oh no. We're in trouble. We're in trouble already.
The name's Police Department.
Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. I don't want to know what kind of job that is.
I mean, he's kind of technically not wrong. I mean, the police department thing, no, but occupation, he is the Dick Gumshoe.
Yeah. Other way around, detective. Sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigations, tied up with another case now. I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control, for everyone's sake. I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. Court accepts this into evidence. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. That's a big time. Okay. And here are the floor plans of the restaurant. Okay. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. Alright. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. Waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. Sean Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. This seems to be a very straightforward case to me. Okay. Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. I don't think he wants to do that. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir. Alright. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Lassie lady. The facts of this case seem to be, ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to, begin your cross-examination, but... Yes? Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood? I already told you, that wasn't me. Alright. The incident. The victim was alone at his table, sir. Can I stop you, for just a minute? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said, and What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. Your two testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Probably not. You know what, whatever, let's see.
Press it or try to.
Yeah. Do say harder. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. That document is as weak as the copy at Bien, Trite. I have here in my possessions a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guilty Village. Population? The defendant. Where are there 3 forks? That's a lot of forks. It's the photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef, moments after the poisoning took place, correct? Moments after, yeah, I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked the second person at the table? He wasn't looking over there? It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. Card photo added to court. Okay, that's good that we have that. We understand the guy Glenn was listening to radio at the time. He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket. Peggy told us that too, didn't he? Didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece. What should I do? Should I press on? Why not? Sure. And what was it that victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? How should I know? Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere. This isn't going very well, is it? Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? Okay. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else. Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite? Victim took his coffee black, with no sugar. Seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee. What should I do? Should I press on this? I'm not sure. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was filled in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I thought. In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. You have the time to waste. You have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This! That's... Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first degree burns? I don't think this is evidence. Godo, I don't think that this counts as evidence. It counts as being hilarious. Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it. Consecutive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this! Ugh! For the record, the only prints in the cup were the victims and the defendants. Under further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. What we found was potassium cyanide that self-really packs a punch. Potassium cyanide? I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe? Well, that stuff's lethal. Eat too much and you're history. How much is too much? Lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off. 0.2 grams? How much is that? You know when you swab your ears for earwax? Yeah, about that much. Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of. That's not what we're talking about here. So, such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. Some kind of a motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, Detective. Check out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. I don't get it. I'm saying, we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. Well, so stick to the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's why we heard yesterday, too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one. Is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Yeah, why not? Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. I have him in my hand. The very ticket in question. That's a $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What? That would have been good to know that earlier. Order. Ha. She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. I'd better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. Okay. $500,000 foundering research. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too. But it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say? It was just scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had simple opportunity to commit the crime of what she is charged. Furthermore, it seemed beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. Unlike an old man who knows the score. There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who's weak to the siren call of money. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast. Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. I say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final, decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie? This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. But that stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it? Seems the star of our play was a little flustered. But somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean. Of course, referring to the pocket. The pocket? Oh, right. Okay, so there's a detail about Godot. I'll just explain what it is. I'm pretty sure he's colorblind.
Is it too much coffee?
I think it has to do with his visor thing, because I've seen those kind of things for like people who are actually like born blind, or like or just have blindness, and they have like those kind of visor things to help see. But it kind of like works, kind of like I think it works sort of like echolocation, kind of, or something. Or it's not. I don't know how it works exactly. I'll be honest, but I know it doesn't show color. Really.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. The pocket? A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide, the very poison used by the killer, was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, and Maggie's spreads were the only ones on it. What? Order, order, order! The court will accept these items into evidence. It has a small pocket, but big stains. Potassium cyanide, deadly powder poison, bears Maggie's fingerprints found in her apron pocket. There's something still bothering me. Mr. Godot, why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective, could the stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone and their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Well, it's not like that again, and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. I thought everyone knew that it was what it was already. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established. Well, try. It seems you really are a phony after all. I'm glad you really know how to drive a man nuts. Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. Okay. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick. And then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Well, there was a CD, but I guess they don't have any proof that there was a CD in the first place. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, right? Don't count on any more cross-examination of this one. So let the fun begin. Okay, I think we need to look at... hold on. I'm not gonna present anything. I just want to look at this. No, not this. The other picture. Yeah. Okay.
What about the shoes? Are the shoes mismatched?
No. Yeah, they're the same. It's just like you can't really see the stripes on the side. Okay.
What about the tickets? Are the tickets all there?
Well, we can't tell exactly what tickets are there and which ones are not, but there's still tickets on the table. I didn't see the plate though, but maybe just under his arms. Also, wait, was the newspaper there? Hold on. Newspaper wasn't there, so it was already hidden. Okay. And we already proved that it was the handwriting of the victim, so that might be important. Okay, the crime was reported back by a kind of scary old man. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe? There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. We're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them. And seeds. Seeds. Ha. It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. I guess not even the mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. How long was the defendant unconscious for? If officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40, Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. But you would have liked to have carried out the search too. I would have loved to see Maggie sleep like that, all pretty and sleep peaceful. You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher.
Bird
watcher.
BYRD.
It's a good one. I like that. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty right now, aren't I? The victim didn't have any identification on him. He didn't have any? Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, Val. All he had was 85 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, Val. Victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Oh, or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? I think I'm onto something here. But we figured out that it was pretty quick. I mean, that's what we should wait a sec. Huh? Did I say something dumb again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, right? Yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. He's so let down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table, along with the lottery ticket. It seems Mr. Gladell visited his doctor before he went to Trebienne. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask to hear more? Ask about the prescription bag. So what sort of medication was in the bag? Well, actually the bag was found empty. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty? That's weird. Why was he... Okay. Why would he still have a bag that's empty for a prescription on him? That doesn't make sense. Ah,
Unless somebody's trying to convince us that he's somebody else.
exactly. You've entered an empty paper bag as evidence. Desperate are you, Troy? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective? I know you searched. We found the lottery ticket and the bottle poison. Oh, look at that. Victim got this from the doctor going to the bag is empty. Wait, let's go back here. Go through this again. And do the other thing. About the health insurance? Can we ask about that? No? Okay, whatever. Manual search, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Hey, yeah, you nailed it, pal. It happens to me all the time. It what? Gumshoe? What happens to you all the time?
People planting evidence? What? Huh?
People planting evidence on you, Gumshoe? All the time? That's very concerning, Gumshoe. Getting nailed.
Forget saying something stupid. He's about to open an entire internal affairs investigation with his stupid testimony.
We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes. No, that's not the same thing. Gumshoe, you stole your boss's shoes. Is what happened. Oh my god. Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So trite. Someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'd love to, if I had any. These shoes were made for walking. Apparently they were made for gumshoe stealing. It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. In any other testimony you witnessed. Okay. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. The medicine bottle was missing from the crime scene. Yeah, hold on. Yeah! Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up. That's not the appropriate way. The drugs, yeah, the drugs. We're missing the drugs. Can't be a good murder case without some drugs involved.
Oh, and a lottery ticket. A winning lottery ticket.
Oh yeah, winning lottery ticket, drugs. I mean, we're gonna get a pretty girl involved. I mean, it's getting all the good stuff in.
I mean, we already had Mia and Maya in a waitress uniform. I'm pretty sure we got that ticked off here.
You wanna buy some death sticks? Okay. I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you? You justified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tresbian. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to? You're too bad or something. I don't know what he said. Need, due to consideration, wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? That's what I'd like to know. Oh, I think everyone would like to know why. I guess that's just the most careless thing I've done so far. I'm gonna say doubt. Yeah, no. That's not the most careless thing that you've done. Okay. The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Order, order! Well, Mr. Goodo, what do you have to say to that? Huh, that's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New ear oh my god. Oh,
Otolaryngological.
Otolaryngological. Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Goodo? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. A talk screen would clear that up. Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. War wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum? Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that would be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. What? Okay, but that doesn't explain where it is. And that he still could have brought the poison in the bag. Like...
Yeah, it doesn't really answer a whole lot.
Mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medicine in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is. Very, very fine print. Seems Mr. Elk correctly applied some of his medication while he was at the Trebien. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Then where is it? Where's his medication? Heck. Seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No, it isn't. You still don't know what it is. That doesn't make it less toxic if ingested, that's true. I don't know if it would be potassium cyanide, but still, where is it? Where is the drug? Where's the ointment? Nick, if you don't think of something quick, it'll be all over. She's right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Push it. Only moments ago, Mr. Goodall made the following statement. Seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Trebien. If that's the case, then why was medication not found at the scene of the crime? Yes! But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. That doesn't matter. That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However, insignificant it may seem, it's the lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well as I do that the medicine is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the witness served would contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable. That's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot? I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo? The pigeon hater? Very well. The matter of the disappearing medicine seems a little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me. Hey, good job, Nick. Court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Ha. I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. 6 is too many. He drinks way too much coffee. Okay. You! That was close. Tell me about it. You nearly died in there. That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. It looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How can he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me. But he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right? It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. It really hurts this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Poor Gumshoe. So, the next witness is going to be the old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know? Yeah, he's a big grouch. Are you going to be able to handle him, Nick? Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me, even those never-ending bird seeds. Alright. Need a sip of water. Okay. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Goodall, your next witness, please. Prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. The witness, please take the stand. Name and occupation, if you don't mind. The name is Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times, too. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation. This is not a dating website.
He thinks he's gonna see Pia again.
My occupation. Oh, listen, youngin'. How much do you think there is for kimono embroidery here? Uh-huh. Kimono embroidery? That's what I do, or did. Back in Japan, I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe you could embroider my costume sometime. Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javasino. Seeds? What do you think these are? I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps? Did I? Oh yes, I did. I saw it all. And please, tell the court. We're all ears. Sure, I'll tell you. I'll tell you every last detail. He's really getting into this. I witnessed. The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Javasino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl. Right there in the defendant's chair, I remember her well. Except it definitely wasn't from that picture we just saw. Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a witness. God, you're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned ones, Newfangled. All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me? Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. All right. I was reading the source paper. So you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenn Elg. I wanted to know if Gustin Braun retained his championship or not. So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question. There are partitions between the tables on the same side of the restaurant, right? So what if there are? If you say that you can see the victim, that means you were sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant, correct? I go to that place to drink Javasino. I don't go to visit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at. You mean you go there to eye the waitress? The serving girl brought me a Javasino, but she put something in it. Mr. Kudo, that's a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw? Dr. Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I. You shouldn't.
Yeah, I think it's the other way around there, buddy.
I see. My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving. I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scooping out a waitress. And I saw what the serving girl put into the Javasino as well. I bet I know what's coming up, and something tells me I'm not gonna like it. Right, might as well press harder. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please? Sure. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. Did she really put that into the coffee? You tell me, boy. She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in. Couldn't she have been adding sugar? Sugar in a small brown bottle like that? Like that? Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps. Oh, there it is. That's the one. That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear. Don't you? Hag. Man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, then collapsed. He took just one sip. You youngins, you waste everything. Those Javaquinos cost $8. In the good old days, we would have drank every last drop, eaten the cup, and then died. Congratulations. You have earned the title of Pettiest Man to grace a courtroom. So it was immediate death. Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that is possible. Oh yes, he slumped over without so much as a twitch. I felt the Javasino I just drank turned sour in my stomach. Oh yes, I know that feeling. And the waitress, I presume she is... Asked the serving girl right there in defense. Okay. Wait, he didn't say anything about her fainting. He said I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Does she have any particular features that you can identify her by? Particular features? It's disgrace if that's what it is. Sorry. You can see all the way up to her. You know, she's practically naked in that uniform. So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit. But anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me. That's so right. Please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image. Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image. Don't get all excited, Nick. You've got to keep yourself together.
No, Maya, you don't get all excited. I'm sure she's thinking about that too.
Oh yeah, that's not what I meant. I guess I got a bit carried away.
I mean, we do have an imposter Nick in this case, so there's a...
Yeah, but that's not what we meant. We meant that anyone could have the uniform.
That's true, that's true.
That's the things I recognize about her too. He seems pretty sure of himself, which I do. To press harder. Sure, you saw waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony. Sure. There was a ribbon in her hair, and her apron straps were loose. I'm gonna maybe say that's incorrect. Oh, she doesn't about her hair. Straps were loose. I don't think her straps were loose. Okay, well, let's press on it. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. What about the most crucial detail of all, her face. As if I wouldn't remember that. Witness noticed the straps on the accused's apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right, I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red. Uh-huh. Was it now? Was it now? Was it now? That looks orange to me. To match the uniform. Because that's red. That bow there, red. That's orange. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness' eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this about. Yes, there is. Ask about the waitress's back? Yeah. The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all? Ha! He's got you there, Gramps. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment. I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not buying that for a minute.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He was into embroidery or something. That's
what
he was doing.
Well, embroidery's not so much straps and ribbons, but it shows he cares a lot more about their outfits than what they really actually look like. I'm just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony. Sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet. Okay. Yeah, okay. You didn't find anything to be distinct, but you did clearly see the witness's face, yes? No questions about it. I didn't come here this far to knock down now. Victor Kudo never backs down. That's not the answer I was looking for, but okay. Let's turn to a matter of pride for old CD now, I guess. I wonder if he really did see Maggie's face or not. Like I thought, we need some concrete proof for this. Proof that the old guy didn't see the waitress clearly from the front. Do you think old CD really saw Maggie do it? Well, he probably had his eyes on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there. But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress. I guess. She makes a good point, though. Hey, did I just say something clever? I wonder if the waitress, Mr. Kudo, really was Maggie. Okay. So... hold on, let's go to the last thing. Okay. Save. Because she wears glasses. Maggie wears glasses. That's pretty... distinct. Yeah, she's got glasses. No? I'm the same as clearly faulty, Your Honor. No? Dang it? Okay. Can I do this? Okay. Go back. No? No. Okay. Oh wait, the apron. Yes. Okay, Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. Yeah, that filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's been done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. Do you think any guy forgets something as dirty as that, Well, you half-witted clot. Hee. There's like, I don't know what's happening. Nobody knows what's happening. What? What is it? Ever since I said, you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here. Mr. Kudo, this apron. Is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning? Ow. And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before, the judge never knows what is happening. That's very true. If you had seen this apron before, yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Oops. Witness! You can't just say, oops, your way out of this. You can't just oops your way out of it. Ha. Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Listen, try. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one witness put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. Hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you said you were never seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. You can rely on me, Captain. My nugget's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion where I forgot what burger customer wanted. You can't remember? But does she have the booty then? Yeah, she might have the booty. I can't remember a single occasion where when I forgot what burger customer wanted.
You can't remember because you forgot, smart
Yes.
guy.
Yeah, you can't remember because you've forgotten.
Also, he's really good with burgers because he likes the buns.
He can't remember. Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out. Yeah. Well, let's test how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. Alright, here we go. You could probably answer that, yeah. If she got the booty, you could probably tell us that. Maya, we need to do some measurements. It's for the trial.
It's to help our client.
Yeah, it's to help Bird. But also, Bird, we also need a measuring. We gotta measure everybody's booty. He was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. Okay, so he's talking about the scouter. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then the serving girl in question brought over the Javasino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. Okay, but then where's the newspaper? The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. Seems to be that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything. How are you going to handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose. That's what I do best. It is. It is what I do best. He was wearing a broken pair of spectacles. Dark glasses to you. One of those lenses was green, but the other was broken. Newfangled rubbish. That's why I remember him so well. He did have some kind of lens over his left eye, but I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Godot's sharp appearance. We better come up with something sharp and quick. Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it? That young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting, How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? I need to find out if Gustin Braun retained his championship title. If it was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own? Why are you looking at me like that for? How dare you? Oh, oh. Gustin Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway. The youngin was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. The wireless. The decadent young rascal? In my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. And using an earpiece? It's selfish. That's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. So you were listening into it, too. Was he that desperate to listen to the radio? What are you looking at for me? How do you feel sorry for me? Ow! Ow! He keeps throwing seeds at me. Then the serving girl in question brought over the Jovacino. You mean the waitress, who you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, aren't you? You'll never let anything go, isn't that right? Maybe. What does it matter if I saw her from the front or from behind? My eyes. Ow! Ow! I better not push it until I've got some hard evidence. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. His free hand? Yes. Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before? Cloth ears. I said he was rustling newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, then which hand? Okay. Ow! Ow! Huh. Perhaps the great Mr. Trade has 3 hands. Yeesh! I was only asking. No need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old man's memory has some more holes than a slice of Swiss. I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh? Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just need to make we just need one mistake and he's ours. Okay, I think. Okay, let me see. Let me try. The newspaper first. Okay, no. Or the magazine. Oh, yeah, newspaper. Okay, so not that. No? Okay. Okay.
Is he confusing their hands? His hands, maybe?
Hold on. Because there wasn't, the newspaper wasn't on the table with the body. It was hidden behind the magazine thing. No? Wait! No? Okay, never mind. I thought the music stopped for a second. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, and a newspaper in his right hand. A nice bracket rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Wait. If he had the coffee cup, and he drank it from this side, he would have had to held it with his right hand. Oh, okay, I got it. But this free hand took a sip. Cup. Yeah! Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? Alright. That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory? I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you, nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song. Pigeon song? Gotta tell us where this is going, Trey. According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the piece of the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. Yeah, what is this? Kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim, you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. So get to singing.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. Like, the witness had better go back to the park where he came from. Wait! If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony. That young Brad was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question. I'm a good, law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo, who are the fault. Who? Me? Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man. I've been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? But Mr. Kudo! But this is my 16th cup of coffee. So this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. You can rely on me, Victor. Mm-hmm. Sure. Left or right hand? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling it just before he picked up the cup of coffee, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. And, his left hand. The victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. Monitor? You mean like a television screen? The inside of the lens, the screen displays computer data. It's called a HMT. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. HD, TV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter. I know what I saw and I'm telling the truth. It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. And now for the facts, in good old black and white. Okay. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No, that'd still be his left side. I was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. So the victim was wearing HMD. HDTV, CD, what DVD, what does it matter? It was none of them actually, but anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side? No question, I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. Yeah, if he was sitting here, he'd only be able to see this side. kept fiddling with it all the time. Seems you kept an eye on Mr. Glenelg. He was getting on my nerves, rustling the newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time, and then he went and made all that fuss dying from one step of the volcano. I had to say to him, "Calm down, you young brat." Just looking at it made me suddenly speed up my seed eating. I could have choked. So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. Okay. The earpiece you mentioned. Which hand did the victim touch it with? You're one of those people, aren't you? You're the type that uses your left hand to get things out of your right pocket, or fastens your left cuff with your right hand. And when the tour guide says, on your right side, you'll see the famous blah blah. You're the only one who deliberately looks left. Well, aren't you? No, I didn't mean. Obviously, he used the hand on the same side of his body that the earpiece was in. Ow. He had the HMD on his left side, then it was his left hand, I guess. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand. You seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo. That's because I know what I saw, no matter what tricks you try to play on me. It looks like you really did see the guy picking the cup up with his left hand. This is a dead end. Well, Nick, what do you think? I think the guy is telling the truth. But even so, something's not quite right. Then chuck evidence at him until he breaks. But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? Kept on with it all the time. Spelling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. But that can't be right. Was he seeing through a mirror? That's what I was wondering, but I don't think they said anything about a mirror.
Well, if we look at the, so he was
here.
The victim was sitting at the X table. And where was our witness?
Right here, on the cross. Across from him, on the other side of the restaurant.
I doubt he could have been seeing through a mirror then.
No. Plus. Hold on. Let me look at the photo. Because there's like this here, but I don't think that's a mirror. I think that's just a picture. Maybe it is a mirror? Okay, hold on. No, okay. Okay. Spinning was just before he picked up the cup, too. Okay. And go back. Same. Okay. So the victim was wearing HMD. Are you sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side? I could only see the side of his head from where I was sitting. Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. From the opposite table, he'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head. Okay. In the picture, the handle of the cup is near his right hand. Yeah, that's what we're saying. He's insistent that he saw him pick it up with his left hand, even though the cup says not so. Huh. It seems you kept an eye on Mr. Glenagg. He was getting on my nerves, listening to the newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all this fuss about dying from one sec. Used to be Josh. Yes. In that picture, the hand, yeah, that was very, you seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo. Because I know what I saw, no matter what tricks you try to play with me. Looks like you really did see the guy picking up the cup with his left hand, which is dead end. Well, Nick, what do you think? I think the guy's telling the truth. Even so, something's not quite right. Check evidence on until he breaks. But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradiction this way, right?
Earpiece on the same side of the green lens out of his specs. Oh, his left eardrum was ruptured. He couldn't use the earpiece with his left ear. Maybe? Hold on. Is he holding the coffee cup with the hand that he's saying that the guy was using? So was the victim using his hand already, and he couldn't have been doing what the witness is saying? Hold on. Okay, wait. Maybe that's right. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but... Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim. What? You say you were wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo. But the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Okay, yeah. Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's possible for the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. Huh. Pigeon! I guess that's the pigeon song. Order!
This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot? A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in a cup. So, old man, this is my drop of milk. Captain, are you calling me a drip? This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. Mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked this up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank his avocado with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. Took a sip of the cup held in his right hand and switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. Elk drank the poisoned coffee. Like this! Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of his testimony was to establish whether the witness's testimony is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless. I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Do you have to be so frank? Like that, you pompous old man? I'm sorry, Miss Kudo. You can't reach me from here, from there. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That's all for now. The score is adjourned. Hold it! Wait! If you stop now, does that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Kudo? Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bluff, bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. Oh, is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else the court should know. What? There's more? To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything, but I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark. But me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Javakino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man. That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet. Much, much quicker. I can't believe this is happening. You better get ready, youngster. I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's got to be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. Just all the seeds. Final showdown. Okay. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure about myself. The young man slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Jalapeno. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. Did he now? Because it doesn't look like he did.
No, it doesn't.
Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the stripe of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, Objection, yeah. Is that all? Yes, that's all. I read it perfectly. You're doubting me again. You're doubting a poor defenseless old man. No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. I am. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doubting him. Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of. Now to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain, that's why that's all you can think of. You're the one eating seeds. Very well, Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please. Okay. We got this down. We got this down. Uh-huh. Clumsy idiot knocked it over, did he? Did he know? Did he know? It sure didn't look like it. Mr. Kudo, this is the photograph of the crime scene. So what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there. Intact. Huh? Lost your tongue, Granddad? I'm no granddad of yours, Hopscotch! Ow! Ow! Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be over. What is it now? I just remembered something. Yes? Go on. The broken vase. It was on my table. What? Well, you see. It startled me when that young man lad collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase was on my table, I mean. The vase on your table? Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my growing came to be completely soaked. Great.
Best witness ever. This guy makes Old Bag look like the most credible thing ever.
Sigh. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been of any use at all? No. You have not. Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. Wait a minute. That's case there's more. I've got more to say. Oh, yes. I remember something else. No. That's okay. His boy was so not watching the waitress. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's a good cover-up for him knocking over the vase. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. Listen to me! Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far. Mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it. I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There's one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor? The witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement. Okay, you wrote another haiku. You may each have a copy of it, if you wish. Whatever. Prosecution doesn't need props like that. Kudo's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Have you, then, Mr. Wright, there are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Kudo's. Yes, Your Honor. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. You know what, maybe it'll probably be important later about the vase. I'm sorry. This is not a piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? That is all. Court is adjourned. To be continued. Okay. Well, I think that is a great stopping point for tonight. So we can investigate next week and find out more about what the hell is going on. Because we still have no idea what the hell is going on.
No, we don't. And the guy who definitely didn't do it hasn't shown up again after that one spat in the park.
Yeah, definitely not the guy who was pretending to be us for some reason.
I mean, he told us to our face.
Yeah.
He also spoke the same way that Maggie was telling us at the very beginning.
Yeah. Very Boston kinda.
Yeah, actually.
I'm wondering if in Japanese he was speaking sort of like he was from Osaka.
Yeah, dialect.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. If I was translating the game and translating the script like that, I'd definitely give him that accent.
Yeah. It would fit the best. Um but yeah, that's all for tonight. Oop.
All right.
Oop. Save.
It was a fun time.
It was a
I
good time.
expected I expected the usual saving Maya case or whatever, but I guess this isn't the beginning of this game, so that's
Yeah.
probably why. The Mia showing up though for our pigeon liking old man witness.
Yeah.
I thought that was
No,
hysterical.
he's pigeon hating. He hates
Oh,
pigeons.
he's pigeon.
But
Why are you throwing pigeon seed then?
he was throwing them at them, not to them.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, but the
angrily.
effect is the same though. After you're done like throwing it, when it
It's
sits in the
still
ground, you're
not
just attracting
nice.
them. It makes no sense.
It's to throw them angrily at birds is not nice. It's
No,
very mean.
I agree. He's being a jerk. But after he's done throwing the seeds and they sit on the ground, you're attracting the pigeons. It's an exercise in futility.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah.
All right. Same time next week, I guess.
Yep, yep, yep.
All right. See you later. Have a good night.
See ya. Alright. Let me. Boop. Alright. So we're gonna end that for tonight. That's very fun. Yeah, this case gets pretty crazy. With we get to find out what the hell is actually going on. Because really we didn't prove anything besides the fact that our witnesses, or at least one of them, is kind of garbage and doesn't prove anything, and we're missing a lot of information about what's going on. And there's still a lot of information we need. So we'll find out next week on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, or Turnabout, or what's this one called? Something Turnabouts. Yeah, whatever. Trials and Turnabouts. That is, no, Trials and Tribulations. Yes, that's what it's called. I'm dumb. Anyway, we'll be finding out more next week. So see you then. Bye bye. Do do doos.